And then in that year where the tournament was in the bubble, they went all the way to the Elite Eight.
And a three, Bryce Williams breaks the seal in this championship game. Probably could. That's a long two, and the first points for the Beavers.
One of the biggest keys offensively for both teams is being opportunistic.
And taking advantage of the opportunity, an open three for Latoris Lilovicius to tie the game.
Late in that game, got to the free throw line a couple of times off of it.
Tough shot in the corner, fouled on a three.
Getting steals, but averaging almost 14 points per contest in the first two games. That'll help. A chance for four. Was the headliner, and defensively an elite level player that offensively is getting much more comfortable as the season has progressed. Not Bryce Williams comfortable. I think that move was very smart for the West Coast Conference to grab, because it will strengthen the WCC this year as Gary dials it up from deep. Just a great start to the season for the reigning ACC player of the week.
A three from Latoris Lilovicius, and Oregon State has the lead. The second three for the sophomore from Lithuania. Connor is sieging on the drive. And the rebound, Oregon State and Latoris Lilovicius. Transition three, Josiah Lake rattles home.
Help side defense wasn't able to rotate over the same way that you've seen from Nebraska.
Connor is sieging three.
There.
We might drop 50 to 60 degrees in temperature. Another three on the way. That's way off from Jaquavis Williford, the freshman. And here comes Nebraska and Bryce Williams. Muscles his way to the basket. Bryce Williams and one.
Or at any point in time. So much of college basketball, yes, it's great to share the wealth and have different guys lead your team in scoring.
Riley Wooster couldn't handle it, but Juwan Gary does. Gets it back to Wooster, finds a path to the basket. Braxton Mia rips it down in the kick out. Connor is sieging three.
But they were on the ropes against this Oregon State team, and then Portland was at the free throw line ready to ice the game.
Berke Buktungel a three for the Huskers, their largest lead.
But he's just got to let it rip. It's like you're overthinking it when you start to struggle as a shooter and you start to overthink it. Never good things happen.
DeMarco Minor. Berke Buktungel tries the other corner and another three.
The scoring D's in the top 10. Like, you look at the teams that have the most consistency in college basketball, they defend.
Nate Kings, his first points in his championship game. He redshirted last year with a knee injury. Now the steal by Kings. And Kings, the finish.
Advantage in the first half for points off of turnovers. While both teams had 7 turnovers, only one of them scored off those turnovers, and that was Oregon State.
Here's Berke Buktungel. 5 to shoot. Berke backing down. And Berke the scoop.
What a first half for him. They gave him the lead, and then this beautiful step in late in the shot clock.
The mismatch, if DeMarco Minor can capitalize on his quickness. Nate Kings, three, and Oregon State has the lead.
Paint touch, paint touch, paint touch. Whether it's the post-up I was just talking to, or beating him off the bounce and drawing the defense in and then kicking it out. Wide open three, able to knock it down.
And the turnover. Here's Nate Kings again for the Beavers. And a goaltend. Beavers by 3. They had a lead as large as 4 in the first half. And in the lane, Bryce Williams rolls it in. Did you have a good time down there?
I did.
Nate Kings, 3!
And he's having a good time here in Honolulu.
Juwan Gary, nice to the bucket.
And now you got a whole team with a little bit of edge on them that usually turns out pretty well. But they're in a fight right now with Nebraska.
Raleigh Wooster to the bucket.
Wooster, though, 3 of 6 shooting, change of direction. Not really a shot blocker.
1989, the Far West Classic in Portland. led by the Hall of Famer Gary Payton. DeMarco Minor, and Oregon State seesaws in front against Murray State. And the steal, Michael Ratai. Weaves his way up the floor. Ratai, the lay-in, and his first field goal of the game, and Oregon State reclaims the lead. Sam Hoiberg, three! Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Michael Ratai in the lane, and it spins around and goes, and the Beavs take a 1-point lead.
That's a great move, but how come nobody has ever told me about these things before?
You've never had one.
I've never had one.
Andrew Morgan, and one as Morgan got knocked down.
Just watch the screen and then the direct roll rim. They double the ball, and then Morgan.
Pass deflected. The hands of Gary right to Bryce Williams. Berke Buktungel runs the floor.
A very confident shooter from the outside. Had a good look there.
And the drop off to Juwan Gary.
Watch as the ball gets thrown into the middle of the paint. The back line of defense has to step over, and when they step over, it vacates that backside. And Juwan Gary saw it.
Nate King's a step back. Tough shot by Kings.
And I would not be surprised if they get a stop here, though, that he goes to the scorer's table.
Bryce Williams. And one. Strong drive to the basket by Williams. Williams, this is a man's drive.
Yeah, he just drives right in the paint. Got away with a little bit of a push off. But he'll be at the free throw line. He finishes. Buktungel playing essentially the 5-man right now.
Isaiah C. Three! Raleigh Wooster. Berke Buktungel way out there, banks it in!
The shot clock winding down. Wooster almost falls to the ground with the basketball. What I love about that is there's no hesitation.
Buktungel has it stripped, got it back, kick out. And just beating the shot clock. The miss, but the back tap, and Nebraska has it again. Bryce Williams.
He's good. He's going to be the MVP of the tournament. I'd be surprised if he's not. Three in the white uniform. Bryce Williams following up the 32-point performance.
Josiah Lake missing a three. DeMarco Minor has it stripped. That'll do it. And the championship in Honolulu on Christmas night, the 15th annual.